Hi, Jeremy Cordeaux in the Court of Public Opinion. I'm just on air here to let you know that we'll be live streaming the Court of Public Opinion every Friday between 9 o'clock and 12 on jeremycordeaux.com. Please join us. We'd love to have you.
Hello, John Paul.
Leon, hello.
Welcome to Do It for the Vine, a Vine review and appreciation podcast.
Thanks for having me.
John Paul, welcome back to a Rat Watch. How's the rat situation going in your house? Over to you, John Paul.
2019 Rat Watch. Thanks for coming back to me, Leon. Look, we have come to an agreement, the rat and I, by which I mean I have yielded my previous recording space to the rat.
That's a good idea.
Yep, he was... I can't find him. I can't.
You just can't.
I don't know what to do. I don't know how to extract a rat. I don't know. They're faster than me.
They are a speedy vermin.
Yes. It's unfortunate, but you know what? Good for him.
Look, I think you've made the right call letting him have the space. Technically, he was probably there first.
Sure.
And so, you've done the right thing, and I'm proud of you.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's going to get me some good karma, but probably not.
Good rat karma. Now, John Paul, aside from being obviously a Vine Review Appreciation and a Rat Watch podcast, more importantly, we are what I previously said about the Vine Review and Appreciation podcast, rather than Rat Watch. Rat Watch is season 2.
Season 2, yeah, that's what we come back as, yeah.
This week, we are talking about a Vine that I have literally only just seen. It did not appear on my radar before now, and it's called You Got This, Travis.
You've got this, Travis. Yeah, I feel like I've done this the last couple of weeks, introduced you to Vines you still haven't seen.
Yeah, you are still, John Paul, as much of an expert I am still learning because we are all learners and students in the world of Vine.
Sure.
And I welcome new Vines. John Paul, I did just watch this, but I think more than ever I can claim ignorance on this one and not knowing what happens. Could you please paint me a word picture of You Got This, Travis?
Leon, I can certainly try. Our scene opens with a wide shot of a warmly lit room. What looks like a great horned owl walks confidently across a checkered carpeted floor. A voice that the audience understands to be the owl's inner thoughts reveals that the owl's name is Travis. Travis speaks words of encouragement to himself, saying, and I quote, "You've got this, Travis. Make them wait for it." Travis stops by a coffee table made of what appears to be the richest walnut. They turn their head sharply to the camera and exclaim, "Boom." And according to this reporter, the wait was worth it. And that's where the Vine ends.
The Vine word pictures are getting much more gusto, energy. There's peaks, there's troughs. It's like a roller coaster that also would similarly have peaks and troughs.
It's because Vine is working through me, Leon.
You're just a channel.
I have surrendered myself
a vessel
to Vine.
I am a channel of your peace. Was that the old church hymn?
I agree. We should start singing more church hymns on this podcast.
If you guys would like to hear songs that John Paul and I sang for many years in church when we were forced to go, let us share some with you now.
Yeah, that I still just will be driving down the street and start singing a very religious song.
Oh, yeah.
And my wife will be awfully confused.
I am very much the channel because they do just appear. And the thing for you is that obviously your wife is not did not have a religious upbringing, but my partner did in a different kind of Christian-style church, which means that I'll sing a song and then she'll either sing the same song back to me when we have this moment of or I'll sing a song and then she'll sing something different at me and I'm like, what the hell is that? Where did that come from? This is wrong.
Song.
That's not how it goes.
How dare you?
But anyway, so aside from being a church review podcast,
Yeah.
the thing I took out of your word picture was the one that a literal word picture was painted in my head of a very rich walnut, a walnut with money, a monocle, a top hat, much like the Mr. Peanut, I think is the name of the character. Now, I know that we have at least Laura that listens to this who is an artist. So, Laura, we won't pay you to draw Mr. Walnut, but if you don't, we will find you, and we will promote your art anyway because it's good stuff.
Okay.
John Paul, the thing I love about this vine.
Right.
Number one.
Talk to me.
There is an owl.
Yeah.
Therefore,
good start.
The vine is up there.
Yep.
Number two, the owl has sass and pizzazz.
Yes.
Because that moment of make them wait for it and then boom is it's climactic in this vine. What draws you to this vine?
Look, I think the table of rich walnut for me is a real buy-in. No, I think the fact that it's an owl and I think any time I see an animal speaking words of encouragement to itself, I'm pretty hooked. It was the way it's just strutting its stuff across that floor and then just turning its head to just drop that boom is real good. But I'm also a little bit worried because I was just sort of guessing. It might not be a great horned owl. I'd be very interested to see what kind of owl it is that has that kind of sass.
I appreciated your confidence in saying that it was a great horned owl because I was like, damn, JP did some research and found out the kind of owl it was.
I literally typed brown or grey coloured owls into Google and went through the pictures and went, that looks like it.
That looks like Travis.
Yeah.
Also, naming an owl Travis, because obviously the owner has given him the name, or he has chosen the name for himself. Travis is an excellent owl name.
So good. I like to believe that the owner tried to name it something else, and then Travis just put up its wing and was like, "I'm sorry, that simply won't do. Yeah. My name is Travis.
I will call you Fluffy Horned Owl. No.
You're a fool. Get out.
My name is Travis Owlington."
Yes.
Yeah, the owl element is good. You and I do have a history of owl videos that we enjoy.
That's true.
And now, is that owl video a Vine? Do you know, the owl laughing? I don't know if it is.
That's a good question, Leon. I'd have to double check that. Oh my gosh, I just remember that owl, of course.
Yeah, there is, for those, if we do cover it later, we'll be repeating some of the stuff here, but there is that video of the owl laughing, and it's the owl going,
yes. That has been... that has been dubbed over, which I somewhat embarrassingly, when I first saw it, thought that the owl was actually making those noises.
Yes.
I have been told that it's not the owl.
Well, unconfirmed.
Which did hurt me.
Agree to disagree.
But I did get over it. Yes, I suffer quite badly from anxiety, and that owl laughing was perhaps the greatest medicine one could ever get
it
for anything
so much dopamine
in their life.
John Paul
listening to that owl laugh.
You were crying, tears in your eyes for a good 2 hours at work because we found it when we were at the call center.
Yeah,
and we'd all had a good laugh, had a good chuckle, mainly at how hard John Paul was laughing at this video.
Yeah,
and then we would all go back to calling, and then you'd hear JP in the corner just. You're like,
that's right,
John Paul, what video watching? And you're like, "No."
And then I'd have to have a meeting with the person, my boss, who was the boss of the call center, and I would be still laughing about a white fluffy owl
replaying the owl.
Absolutely.
But anyway, that's a bit of an owl diversion, bit of extra owl content for you in this episode. A lot of extra content in this one. On a scale of 1 to Vine being the top of the horned owl's horn and 0 being a snake, what would you rate this out of Vine?
Look, Leon, given the important elements in this Vine, the great horned owl, the richest walnut coffee table, and that sharp turn to the camera, perfect dead-on look, straight down the lens, I'm gonna have to give it a 9 out of Vine.
Considered.
Yep.
A lot of thought went into that rating for you.
Yeah, absolutely. It always does. A lot of thought always goes into the rating for me.
Sass factor wise, I would give it obviously a Vine out of Vine, but the video as a whole,
factor.
Yeah, I would sit between maybe an 8 and a 9. But the sharpness of the turn, as you said, I think I should use this video as an example of teaching physical theatre and physicality in drama, because you've got to snap those movements, make them nice and crisp, and Travis Shaw as hell does that.
That's right.
Who
but
trained
make
him?
sure you stretch. Make sure you stretch that neck, because one snapping neck movement like that, and you are down.
Thing is, the owl has like double the amount of muscles we have in the neck and can spin it around. I don't know if they have double the muscles, but they can spin their heads around, so, you know.
No, double the muscles sounds right.
They have at least one more muscle.
At least 1.5 times the muscles that we have.
John Paul, is there any other thing, or anything else, as most people would say?
A quick remix check. We did
yes.
find a little remix of The Vine.
It was horrible.
It was something.
It was titled like You've Got This, Travis song, and then in brackets it said awful. I appreciate that they understood how horrible the song was they created, because it was shithouse.
It started okay, but then it took a demonic turn towards the end, which was frightening.
They hit that boom. I did also come across there's an animation of it where they've just obviously animated the exact scene. And the best thing is that there is a 1 hour loop of the Vine available. So you can just watch it.
Yeah. There's those 1 hour loops, man. They are...
They're a real treat.
They're a torture. Yeah.
That's it? That's that? So you really sound like you had something there. I was just holding out.
I was just watching the little cursor blink on my screen and thought, I'm going to say something.
Watching time
I got
pass
nothing.
us all. As always, we would like to thank Simon Blackburn for our wonderful cover art and Curtis Fernance for our wonderful theme, Tune Sick. It's a mixture of music and tune.
Yep.
Tune Sick.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, is this thing on? Tune Sick.
Tune Sick. Another clever portmanteau from our podcast.
This is basically the portmanteau cast. So make sure you're following us on Twitter and Facebook and YouTube at For The Vine Pod, or at Do It For The Vine Pod, some places possibly.
Absolutely.
Email us your favorite Vine suggestions, doitforthevine@gmail.com, I believe. Get in the Vine spirit this holiday season.
Get in the Vine spirit. Absolutely.
What holiday it is, no one knows.
Don't worry about it.
Good stuff, John Paul. Well, wherever you are, whatever you do,
do it for the Vine.
Hi, Jeremy Cordeaux in the Court of Public Opinion. I'm just on air here to let you know that we'll be live streaming the Court of Public Opinion every Friday between 9 o'clock and 12 on jeremycordeaux.com. Please join us. We'd love to have you.